Hello, it's Rasmorn here at the Hotel Congress interviewing New Misphoria, a big local Tucson band. How would you guys introduce yourselves?
Hello, I'm Lee.
Hi, I'm Bella.
What instruments do you guys play in the band?
I play the guitar and I sing.
I play the drums.
What would you guys describe your genre of music as?
I say, okay, well, let's get into it. I usually say indie rock because it feels like an appropriate blanket statement because that can mean so many things.
Right.
I think maybe to me, I just say, rock and roll. That's what it is. It's just rock and roll, maybe. I don't know.
There are a lot of different things that influence both, like, I know your songwriting and our instrumental, and, like, it's, it can range from, like, some folky inspirations to rock and roll to indie, so there's definitely a lot we take from different genres of music.
Yeah, from what I've heard of your music is that it is very more old school, almost like pre-classic rock. Like, it's just got that heart and that soul in it that you don't really get from more hardcore genres.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like that. It really shows the emotion, like that's a lot able to come out. I'm sure your fans who have seen your, crazy shows can attest to that. All right, so thinking about your genre and the music you play, what are some of the biggest inspirations you guys have musically?
I think it's, for me, it's hard to pinpoint like specific people because it's so broad. I would say like old style Western country. People like Marty Robbins are.
Love Marty Robbins.
Yeah, he's really big for me. I think just like the art of storytelling is an inspiration, and I really see that with Western country. From the earlier days. And then people like Kimya Dawson from the Moldy Peaches, Jeffrey Lewis, people who prioritize lyricism.
Right.
That's like always been, that's the thing that matters the most to me. Yeah.
What about you, Bella?
Yeah, I think those are some really great ones. I think anybody that prioritizes soul and feeling, technicality, it can be important too, but that's what's important to me is just that the music feels genuine. So definitely like Moldy Peaches is a big one. And then like drummer wise, like I love Karen Carpenter, I love Sheila E., I love Dan Eppend. There's a lot of really great drummers out there that inspire me.
Really big question. How did you guys meet and where did you get the band name?
Oh, this is a funny one. Well, okay, so we met. Bella was in a band previously that I was a really big fan of, and I am from Tucson, but I moved away for high school, and then I came back and started getting involved in the scene, and I would see them play shows, and I loved your band, and I would go to all the shows, and then I had started the band with like another friend of mine that we used to be a 4-piece.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 2 of our members moved, so then we became a 2-piece. But I asked if she would play with us, and she had heard something that I posted, like a solo song that I did. Yeah, and then became the band. I'll let you talk about the name.
Yeah, what was that?
Oh man, Lee had sent me a couple songs too after like I heard her song online, and I was just like, this is the shit. Can I cuss? Is that okay?
Yeah,
I was
no
it's like, this is the shit. I just loved her songwriting. I loved her vocals, and I was like, yeah, I'm super down to play. But the name came from, I guess, our old bassist Owen. We were kind of playing with band names, and our old bassist Owen was like, we were throwing around just different like roots of words and stuff, and just like mashing together words, and he came up with the name. I guess we all kind of collectively came up with the name New Misphoria, but he was a big part of it. And what does New Misphoria mean?
We tried to define it one time, and it made no sense.
It means absolutely nothing.
It doesn't mean anything.
What kind of energy can we expect in your live shows?
Oh, what kind of energy can you expect? Very, how would I describe it? Me, almost like volatile.
And then it was all just a dream. On this fair, crossing the street. That's very Sonic, and I don't know your name, and I'll forget your name. That is, of course, unless you hit me. Why don't you just walk it in there?
like emotionally volatile. It's just like the beginning of this band, and like the creation was such an emotionally healing place for me to like channel all that like rawness that I feel that I used to kind of put into places that were unhealthy and affected my relationships with people. And so I think when I sing the songs, they're all like very real, and like they're usually about relationships that I had with people in life. And so it's kind of like me processing that while I'm singing. So it's just like very raw and intense.
My energy in the show is you see me smiling a lot because I just want to, because I'm having fun, genuinely.
So just hit me with your car. 'Cause honestly, that doesn't seem quite as hard. You don't think that I don't know I'm not cool enough for you. Yeah, wishful thinking got me here, crying in the bathroom.
But also because I like know how it is to be an audience member or like be at a show and like you go in and you're seeing a band you don't really know, and you know you're feeling a little bit shy or just like not really sure what to expect, and I try and put off as much like fun and happy energy as possible to make other people comfortable, and also that's just what I'm feeling when I'm up there, so try to keep it real.
You know, I don't know if I've ever seen a picture of you behind the drums not smiling.
You won't.
So that is 100% the
They don't
truth.
exist.
So what are your guys' plans for next year? We're coming to the end of this one. You guys just had a huge tour. What are your plans for next year?
We're gonna release our first EP finally.
Awesome.
We know when we're gonna release it. I won't tell you. It's a secret, but we have it. It's done. We worked really hard on it, and so that'll be early. I think kind of early in the new year.
What are some of your favorite stories from each of you from that tour? I know you guys went. What was the tour? It was from all the way from here to Canada, I think.
Yeah. Through the Midwest, East Coast, and a little bit of the South.
Wow.
Yeah, you tell your story first. You go.
I mean, like, I have so many wonderful memories from the tour. But just, like, getting to know, like, I don't know, we, like, all these new people in different places. I know you're gonna, I know the story you're gonna tell, but I'm gonna tell it to, like, a different one kind of associated with that, and that was, I think, like, just seeing so many new places, like Niagara Falls was, like, such a highlight for me. We saw it from the Canada side, and it was really spectacular. And just seeing, you know, new places like Montreal, that was insane.
Yeah.
Like, just so many cool people in Canada, and just, like, I don't know, like, selling out a show in New York, that was such a highlight
no
for
way.
me.
That's awesome.
Like,
Yeah.
it was incredible. It was
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah, I
And
think
how about you?
mine goes with the Niagara Falls thing. It was like on our day off, and we stayed near Niagara Falls, and then we were walking there in the morning, and Bella and I were like kind of trailing behind the people we were traveling with,
Right.
and we saw this place called Bird Kingdom, and we were like, what is that?
Bird Kingdom.
Yeah, and it was like largest free-flying aviary, and I was like, oh my god, we have to go there. So we went
Wait,
to
so
Niagara.
they're just flying
They're
around?
just flying around. It was like huge. And so
Wow.
we went to Niagara Falls, and then we went to this bird aviary, and there's some really freaky pictures of me like crying because I like was so amazed and astonished. I couldn't believe it. It was like the craziest birds I've ever seen. And like every part of tour is amazing. But for some reason, like connecting to like animal life in this way and like seeing such vibrant color and pattern and like all of these things that were so different but they're the same, it freaked me out. It really freaked me. It really did a number on me.
Wow.
One day I'll share the photos. They're actually so
They're pretty legendary. We were thinking of like putting the photo of Lee crying just like on a t-shirt.
Oh, we should do that. Would be really. It's there. Like I looked shocked, but that and New York City. I'd never been there, and
Yeah.
that show was just crazy. It was on Friday the 13th, which was
Oh,
so
that's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah, Friday the 13th at like a sold out show at the Bowery Electric. It's like, that's what dreams are made of.
Literally. That is literally what dreams
Oh,
Yeah,
are.
it was so cool.
If we're talking about places we went, I also going to the Mall of America in Minneapolis.
Shout out Mall of America.
It was crazy. I'm so scared of roller coasters. I'm like terrified of them because I always think I'm gonna pass out. But I remember our manager Allison was like, "I'll get on this one with you." It was like the easiest roller coaster. She's like, "I'll get on this one with you. Like it's gonna be okay." And we got on together, and I was like, "Yay! I feel so good. I got on a roller coaster. I'm with my buddies here.
That's
Like
awesome.
everything's good."
So we're here at Hotel Congress, a very big spot in Tucson. It's, you know, pretty famous for having basically every band that comes to Tucson comes to the Hotel Congress, either this or the Rialto. But you guys have very humble beginnings in house shows. And I wanted to ask, how tied with your identity is being a part of the local Tucson music scene?
Oh, pretty deep in there. I think that's all of it. I mean, there's a lot of ways to gain recognition over time, and
Right.
I think for a lot of people it's like releasing music and then people hearing about that music, and then it's like you're tied to your scene, but you're also like the base of people that listen to you
Right.
don't come from your city. Ours is entirely related to Tucson.
Right.
We have very little music out, and so like our following is people in Tucson, and I don't I know that, you know, like I don't fail to recognize that the reason that we have the platform we do is because of the support that we get here.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
And the community here is just really, really special. I've met some of the most amazing people. I was born and raised here, but just through the music scene, I've met some of the most incredible people I've ever come across in my entire life, and their support means the world to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like a giant community of friends, because everybody seems to know everybody. Even if they've just started making a band, they've done their first show, they're welcomed in like instantly with open arms. It's such a beautiful thing to be a part of and to help, you know, encourage. And I hope this inspires more people to go out, make music, and to get into the scene, because how long ago was it you guys were doing house shows and now you're here, you know, doing national tours, and
Yeah.
you know, now you're back at the Rialto or the Hotel Congress.
Yeah, wow, that's so true. I think everybody should start a band. It's fun.
Start a band tomorrow. Do
Start
it.
a band and then give us more bands to play with.
Please.
We want more music in Tucson. We want forever a vibrant scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. All right,
Yeah.
final question.
Okay.
You guys have anything you want to plug? Any shout outs?
Oh my god. Do you off the top of your head? Let me think.
Shout out Hotel Congress. I think this is like the place we've played the most, and they're always just so good and so welcoming to us.
Mhm.
And they've become really, really, you know, the staff has become really close people to our band, and they've done so much for us. So shout out Hotel Congress.
Yeah,
Thank
shout
you.
Dude, shout out my mom. Love her.
Oh,
If I'm gonna plug anything,
come on now. Shout out
Dude,
my mom too.
dude, shout out our moms. I love my mom. I get to go fly to Minnesota tomorrow, and I'm gonna see my mom tomorrow, and I'm so fucking excited.
That's awesome.
Only thing and with plugging is, yeah, my mom. I love her.
All right, well, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for that really heartfelt interview. I appreciate your time. I don't want to keep you from the entirety of the show. I'm pretty sure they've already started their first song. So let's get out there. Let's listen to some good music. Thank you guys very much.
you.
All right, say bye, Tucson.
Bye, Tucson.
Until next time.
I'm so scared of the day that I find what I'm looking for in you. The blissful disdain from the man who wants nothing more than to take from you. The blissful disdain for the ways that I like how you take what you want to. So spit in my mouth and I'll chew it up and spit it right back at you. You don't have to use your fucking imagination.